Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation for the Midwestern matchup here in the Bourbon Tournament of Extreme. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., the man of the hour, the man of the power, the man that makes the other podcasts cower. Folks, you can, of course, find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. And I am joined this evening by my indomitable broadcast partners, the one, the only,
Dr. El Pollo, 10-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Champion, Big Buck and Emperor, and all things thirsty for questions. Go ahead.
The 16-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Champion, quadruple distilled, non-shelf filtered, your blend master of ceremonies, and your whiskey czar, Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, and find me at Linktree/Tony the Rod. And we are here for the MW Midwest bracket, kind of, sort of.
I want to know locations on this, because what
Okay.
are we calling Midwest?
Well,
'Cause we have expectations from viewers on when they see Midwest, they're like, oh, is this from Ohio?
It's not.
No.
Nor
What
Pennsylvania.
we
or
have
Indiana.
here is
There's two for sure Midwest.
Loup River from Nebraska.
That's Midwest.
So for sure Midwest.
Yes.
We've got Cooper's Chase Bourbon here from Nebraska.
That's for sure
Definitely
Midwest. Yeah.
Then we've got some questionables.
Okay. Okay.
We've got, now that's up to your opinion. Missouri. I feel like that's
It's
the
middle.
the northern southern outpost.
I mean, it's like right there with Kansas in terms of
Oh,
geography.
don't say that.
But it is. I mean, they share
I don't
Kansas
like
City.
Kansas.
They share Kansas City.
That's
So
a weird
it's
rivalry.
Sort of.
It's like they're
That like Jayhawk thing.
at worst it's Midwest adjacent. It's
Okay.
getting more into the southeast, but it's about as southeast as you can get in the Midwest.
Fair enough. And then, I don't know about this. What's your thought? South Dakota bourbon?
Half the people up here say bag instead of bag.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
not.
that's
It's not
dangerously
Canada.
Canadian.
Yeah,
It's not Canada, but
It feels like Canada a chunk of the year.
it's like
Yeah.
Nebraska goes to a party.
Hold on. We had elk running around, wild elk running around in this neck of the woods last winter.
Don't consider South Dakota Canada, and I don't consider South Dakota part of the Big Sky or.
What are we?
I consider South Dakota like Nebraska's Midwest. It just is, and South Dakota's like the friend that Nebraska brings to the party. Like, no, it's cool. This guy's cool, all right? Yeah, it's
That's what
like
you
he's
think of me.
cool.
Yeah, you're the McLovin.
Yeah. I did always bring the booze,
Yeah.
so that's good.
If Missouri's Midwest, so is South Dakota.
Okay.
Really just
Anyway.
any state that wants to be other than Indiana. We've established this.
Yeah, Indiana.
Nebraska's as Midwest as it gets.
So-
All you other states are just, your trap ones.
Now, folks, for those who don't know, we grade on a four. I gotta just.
Sorry, Kansas and Iowa are also as Midwest as it gets, begrudgingly.
So we grade on a 4, 3, 2, and 1 point must system. Your favorite whiskey must be given 4
Well,
points.
what about Texas, Phil? Is Texas Midwest? Because we're the best Texas ever Texas.
They also make Garrett's. Or what's
And this is dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just needed to mention that lowest
That's-
ranking whiskey in the bourbon tournament history.
This year, for sure.
Any year.
Eh,
got
3
3
points.
points.
okay, but that's between 3 people. That's
Oh,
not fair.
We can take it out to the room
We
with
should,
everybody
yeah.
else.
Yeah,
We
have everyone else
We
guarantee-
try
couldn't get a second opinion.
Yeah.
It
Even
might,
Lynn won't try to mess with Phil
it
on
might
that
be
one.
there, yeah.
Score and hockey. Still
Yeah.
hate that.
So, gentlemen, without further ado, now that we've
Now
cut,
we can drink.
discussed,
Okay, again,
Take a-
we've got Loup River Bourbon. This is 95.3 proof. We've got the South Dakota Bourbon Whiskey. This is only 80 proof, very soft. This is the Missouri Holladay Soft Red Wheat Missouri
Wine
Straight
Spirits.
Bourbon Whiskey, but from this channel's favorite, Wine, Beer, Spirits, and Lincoln. Cooper's Chase Bourbon, small batch bourbon whiskey, also only 80 proof.
out of
So
West Point, Nebraska.
This is going to be interesting.
Those
see,
ones got like a cinnamon.
take up whiskey A.
Hey,
Ew.
this is the holiday.
Think so.
I've never tried the Holladay. But I'm guessing this is the Holladay.
That's pretty good. I do like that one. It's got a pretty good nose in.
It's simple but approachable.
Yeah,
solid.
it's very
solid.
it's very straight to the point.
Whiskey
That's
Bee-
not bad.
Whiskey Bee's really soft on the nose. It's good. No, but it's soft.
It tells you of a
Yeah.
rich palate, though.
It's like one of those flowers. You're like, oh, stop and smell the flowers. And you really got to dig your nose in.
It drinks like it's a higher proof.
Yeah, it does. Oh,
Mm.
not in love with the finish?
Yeah.
What is that?
It starts off good, and then it kind of loses it.
Yeah.
It's almost got like a Robitussin finish.
Wow. That's pretty accurate.
Tell us how much of a fan you are, too.
I don't hate it.
Now Whiskey C.
Oh, drink some Robitussin.
Not much there for the nose at all.
No, it's
I'm guessing this is the Cooper's Chase. That's basic bitch.
my God. Is this a Heaven Hill product?
Yeah, that. You snuck a Heaven Hill in.
I did not.
This is an Elijah Craig, an Evan
I like it.
Williams. This is.
That's boring.
Fuck.
What the fuck nose was that?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Now Whiskey D.
I'm not a fan of the nose on B.
Whoa.
That's funky.
That is funky.
No. Okay, this. Holy shit.
That's kind of offensive.
There's almost nothing here.
What the hell is that?
This is a
Not
mixer.
as bad as Garrison, but it's not
No,
good.
there's nothing here.
All right, I gotta figure out my number one and number two.
I'm-
bottom two.
I have my number one and my bottom. I have my favorite and my least favorite already figured out.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Coming back through, C got a lot better.
It did. I agree.
Holy shit, like way better. I don't know, like that first round, like nothing. But after, without watching my palate going from B to C, I don't know.
And squash and go.
Big difference that time.
No, I'm sticking with it.
D still sucks.
Yeah, D is dishwasher.
All right.
Okay, that's confirmed that. Yeah,
I
okay.
got mine.
I got it. Actually, I'm kind of.
Well,
Hmm.
pencil down. Tony? We're still waiting on Tony G. It's like a golf tournament.
Well, what's this handicap?
Stepping up.
Should we argue it?
There's no way I'm way better at golfing than Tony G. Chicken, you could not meet my handicap. I'm the best golfer ever. Yeah, just start looking off as if there's flabbergasted and gobsmacked.
I'm sorry, guys.
This is tough, ain't it? There's some closeness here.
Hold on, let me drink D and I'll look mortified.
Okay. All right. Yeah, all right. I got it.
Okay.
Done.
All right. Well, time for the reveals. This is going to be
Wow.
interesting.
I don't know. Something's wrong.
Whiskey A, Cooper's Chase.
Okay.
Really?
Whiskey B, Holladay.
Really?
Whiskey C,
Loup River.
Loop River.
I knew it.
Of course.
Whiskey D, South Dakota
I was-
Bourbon.
I was afraid of that.
So, chicken's like,
bad.
aww.
I can tell by the fucking pic, like the labeling. I'm like,
all
that's
kinda,
gonna.
well, and it's kind of like a milky color to it. Like
Yeah.
it looks weird.
Hmm.
So, gentlemen, let's get right to it. So let's start with D. Chicken, how many points did you give it?
Uno.
Tony?
Yeah, 1.
I also gave it 1, so South Dakota gets a whopping 3 points.
And you're kicked out of the Midwest. Congratulations.
Ouch.
Hey.
Oh.
All right, next year redemption.
Okay.
That was 80
Now,
proof as shit.
Whiskey B, what did you give that?
2.
2? I gave that 3.
I gave it 2.
So, wow.
The
that's
Missouri
7 points.
Holladay 7.
Not bad.
This one was way better than I expected, but
Yeah.
Not great.
I was impressed. I enjoyed it. I gave it 3 points. Okay, it was my second favorite. Now, Whiskey A, Cooper's Chase. Chicken, what'd you give that?
3.
3? I gave it 2. 4. Whoa.
I didn't think it was strong enough for Tony to give it 4.
I don't know.
So that's 9
It
points.
tastes way fucking stronger than that.
I don't think it does. It tastes watered down to me.
I don't know.
What is Cooper's Chase? What is
It's a good finish.
It's just 80 proof.
proof?
It's
yeah,
a good
so
finish.
it tastes
For 80 proof, that's an amazing finish.
Now, Loup River. Chicken, what'd you give it?
4.
Tony?
Thank God I went back through because, like, the first round,
It happened to me too.
I
First
was
round,
ready to give it a
2.
1. The first
Give it
taste,
2.
I was ready to give it a 1. I'm like, oh, that's bland. There's nothing there. Second taste, I'm like, oh, wait, no, okay, hang on.
Yeah.
It's coming around. It's coming around. And then by the end, I'm like, oh, this is actually tough now. Between this and A, I give it 3.
So that gives it 11 points. So
Yeah, at first it was nothing, and then
So-
it really expanded.
the top 2 were Nebraska bourbons, Cooper's Chase and Loup
As
River,
it should be in the Midwest bracket.
as it
Way to
should
go,
be.
Nebraska.
Yes.
You know? Hey, can we get some sponsorship from bourbons to football, and maybe that's successful?
2-1.
Will like rub off.
So what's our winner, Phil?
We'll see someday. Our winner is by 2 points with a grand total of 11. 9 points is Cooper's Chase. Great stuff.
Actually
Oh.
surprised the hell out of me.
11 points, Loup River Distilling, Nebraska straight bourbon whiskey. And Tony, I gotta give it to you. You've called a perfect night, except Chicken. Well, actually, Tony, I'm gonna need you to get up and grab those bottles over there because
I did. I called them all, didn't I?
you have called it perfectly. But your bigger problem is the next matchup, sir. Because
I called the perfect too. Yep.
okay, but
4s on all the winners.
Oh, no. My prediction before we drank was spot on.
yeah, Tony predicted this is gonna be our final.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I gave 4.
No, the funny thing is, my 3 point on every bracket has been the winner.
Yeah, I got 4 points across the board.
My 3 point on every single one. And every single one of my A whiskeys has gotten 4 points.
But this, folks, this is quite an interesting and eclectic collection of whiskeys for.
Glenn knows is amazing.
Hang on, before we get into that, the blend of the Holladay and the South Dakota. Nose is dog shit.
I put them all together. This is actually quite fantastic.
And that's actually a C minus. They actually kind of picked each other.
How's Sodak? How does Nebraska blend?
Nebraska.
Obviously, A plus.
Nose ain't nothing to write home about. I give that a B minus. Not bad.
The blend all together, I'd give also a B minus.
Now I'll try all 4.
It's a good nose. I haven't tried it.
Here we go. Actually, it is a nice nose.
It's actually quite pleasant.
Hmm.
Like I said, B minus is a.
I'll give it a B. I'll give that a
No, I'm gonna agree. That's a good B. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now we've settled that blend. But now this is the championship match of very old Barton, Heaven's Door 10-year, finally getting its place in the championship match, Loup River Bourbon.
Which I'm super pumped for. I love
Very
that
nice.
stuff.
And Wild Turkey 12. Folks, if you think you know which way this is going to go, no, you don't. Okay, because the proofs are actually all fairly.
That's 100.
100.
That's 101.
101. This one is
100.
100. And the
that's-
lowest proof
Yeah,
here
98.
is
Or
95.3. So they're all pretty close here. So
I gotta tell you, usually we've got a very, very spicy meatball in the championship, and 101 is the highest proof. That's crazy.
I'm okay with that.
yeah.
That's fine. That's unexpected.
Well, I think
I'm
that kind
glad
of
we don't have
shows
heating.
what is a
Yeah.
good general proof for the human palate.
I'm of the higher palate,
Yes,
higher
yes.
proof palate.
But you also
101 is one
But
of
you
the.
also rank all of these as 3s.
No, to me that's crazy because again, I'm gonna say it like this blew my mind, but every single one of my A whiskeys tonight got a 4-star rank. Maybe it's something to do with it was the first one of each bracket,
That is funny because I look at my A's, I give them all 3s.
and all the winners on mine were 3s. So there's some consistency there.
I've been all over my A's are 3, 2.
You can
3,
almost
2.
flip the 3s and the 4s between you and me on this then.
Because I had
Precisely, yeah, because all your 4s won.
Yep.
All my 3s won.
Now,
so it's
you want some consistency? Whiskey D in all 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. That's what I've given Whiskey D in all 4.
the only one I didn't rate a 1 was Splendor Bracket, which got 2.
for me it was budget. Got 2.
I gave B a 3, a 3, a 2, and a 2, and I gave C a 2, a 1, a 3, and a 3. So C was the most inconsistent for me.
So, folks,
Interesting.
we now know
Very.
what is
This
going
is
to
a-
be
This is a good.
the championship matchups for this year's bourbon.
Before smelling and tasting every one of these are all the ones I picked, like you said, but I'm looking at this now and knowing now that I've tasted, because I've never tasted this. It's been a while since I drank this. I'm infatuated with this, and I knew when I bought this that this was going to hit so far above its weight class that this would be.
I'm a little worried about Very Old Barton.
I am too.
Yeah.
This could win.
This
isn't like the old Granddad 114 scenario. I actually like this thing's chances more than old Granddad 114, given what it's up against.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. These two are aged just right for bourbon.
Those are perfection. Like, that's perfection.
This is an up-and-comer that I have been singing its
Yeah.
praises for years, and I'm finally glad it's going to make
It
it to
is.
the championship.
And I'll tell you, there's something to be said about pouring your drink and
Giving it a second.
Coming
because
back to it. Give
that-
it a second.
that was a completely different.
Me and you have the
Bourbon.
same experience.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
I was ready to
Go back.
wipe it off. And
I was ready to give it a
Yep.
1. The first taste, I'm like, that's boring. That's not good. And I enjoyed a couple of bottles of this. Coming back around, I'm like, oh no, that's real. And it went from a 1 to a 3 for me. So there you go.
Well,
This is
folks,
why we do this.
as I'm known to say around here. All that being said, thank you for joining us here at the K.O.E. Nation for this final opening matchup in the bourbon tournament to decide what will reign supreme as the bourbon tournament of extreme. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Raise a glass to yourselves. God bless every last one of you, and I hope all of you make it back here happy, healthy, much the wiser. God bless. Travel well. Tony, Chicken, take it away.
Appreciate you for tuning in, folks. As always, appreciate you. Love you. I am El Pollo Loco. Or you can call me Psycho Chicken.
I'm not in love with that.
No?
That was much. Not as much.
And
I'm just your 16-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, Blendmaster of Ceremonies, your czar of whiskey, your quadruple distilled, non-chill filtered, your...
So Russian.
Well, you're the Zelensky of the
You
Big
can't
Bucket
be a
Empire.
star with a cowboy hat.
Baba Bourbon of Extreme. Yes, I will make a rah-rah Rasputin song before this night's over.
Let's not say we did.
Let's end the night now.
Travel
See you at the championship, folks.